My friends, we are in for a treat today because if you started following me for some reason because you saw me on Instagram and showing my abs and you were like, that's cool, I want abs too, then today you're gonna see next level type of abs. This is my ab inspiration, but not just ab inspiration. And she's also an incredible human. And I've gotten to know her a little bit over the past couple of months because we go to the same gym, Gold's Gym. And I'm sure you've seen her on Instagram with her incredible reels and photos. And I'm really, really excited to dive into your story and all of your incredible tips today. Paulina, and now let's say your last name together.
But try it first.
Piotrowska.
That's actually good.
Is it fine?
Piotrowska. Yes.
Well,
Paulina Piotrowska.
I did live in your country, which we're gonna get into
yes,
for a couple of years when I was younger. So we'll dig into your background.
That's exciting.
But thank you for being here on my Challenge Your Now podcast today. How are you today?
I'm very good. Yeah. I have a very good slow morning. I had 2 online clients that I really love. I love all my clients, but those are really nice. And I got ready and I came here. I'm actually glad I, could spend a little more time with you and chat about life and everything.
I am too. I'm really, really excited. Yeah. And I'm also excited to know more about your story because I know there's a lot happen that are exciting to learn about from your life. But I'm thinking we should just start off this podcast episode with something that the audience are going to be screaming for, which is if you had to give someone who wants to get in incredible shape, which you obviously are, and you know your craft, you are booked all the freaking time. Every time I see you, you are hustling, getting people in badass shape. For the listener, if you had to give them 3 things that you find very crucially important for someone who wants to get in shape, what would those be?
Okay. First of all, I think everyone has to know that they really want to change. They have to start from that. Do I really want it? Why do I want it? So they have to have a purpose. When they have a purpose, they have things that they can always change and get better at. And usually those are just the small habits, small steps that they are going to get closer to their goal, which is food, maybe walk more, their steps, be more active overall, train more at the gym, maybe switching their workout to weightlifting workouts. And I think that the small steps will bring them closer to their goal, which is gym, very simple, diet. Like, for example, there are also lots of people, they don't know what their breakfast should be, which is so simple for us. It's so simple, but now, because we went through the journey, so it's good to start with the protein, like how much protein we're going to get. So they have to more organize themselves and do the meal prepping and more preparation, put more in the preparation. Like when they do the groceries, like plan it more to make the bigger picture later.
I love that. You're talking about protein in the morning, which I'm also a big, big fan of, and protein in general. Obviously, it's going to help them achieve their goals, but also make them feel so much more satiated and filled and just good, more energy. Do you have 3 favorite breakfasts that you can share?
Yes, of course. But also I would like to say that I was this kind of person that before I didn't know what to eat. I would say oatmeal was my go-to to eat with no protein, just oats, and then tons of fruit. And I was thinking that that's it. This is how I feel. I feel good, but I didn't get the protein. So I changed my diet, and I would say my go-to right now is turkey bacon. And people who know me, they know how much in general turkey I eat, because I eat ground turkey for morning, I eat turkey bacon in the morning, I eat ground turkey for lunch, and then sometimes for dinner, but it works for me.
So much turkey right now too. So I love that you said that. Yes. And I've seen your billed peppers. That's turkey in there too, right?
That's tuna.
That's tuna.
So this is my another go-to. Okay. So I started to eat tuna, which is for someone sounds gross. I know. I feel like everyone has to go through that
Looks
journey.
delicious. They got to check it out on your page because then they'll
It
not
looks
think
delicious.
it looks delicious.
Yeah, I made it more fun. Of course, it's so yummy. But for someone like, let's say, me back in the day, would look at you and be like, really, tuna? Tuna for breakfast? No way. I'm never going to eat tuna for breakfast. So it's a journey, right? So you want to do the small steps first to get to this point that you can eat tuna in the morning and be really like happy about it, feel good because it's a very nutritious food and high protein as well. So tuna is the second one. I also like to add avocado, have avocado overall a day, have avocado a day. And I like to put in the morning because it's just easy. I don't need to prepare so much food before I go to see my clients.
Yeah. Which we were just talking about it before, that you have so many clients that you help every single day.
Yeah.
And you fill your schedule and it's just packed. But you can tell your passion for really helping these people who are trying to get better.
Yes, definitely. I love what I do.
Yeah.
It started back in the day, and we'll have to go to my story. But yeah, it started back in the day when I was little. I always knew that I want to be a trainer when I was 7 years old.
Wow.
Yes, when I was
let's go back to 7 years old.
Okay, so when I was 7 years old, when you were in school, you have just those random competition for kids. I was the one who took part in those competitions, and I won the competition. And then after that, I started to just love it. I think this one little win inspired me to become better in this young age and to have this feeling that maybe one day I'm going to become a coach.
Wow.
And as a little girl, I didn't know what kind of coach I'm going to be. I just said random words. I want to be a coach. And then I started to train track until when I was 17 years old.
Track? Running.
You're running, yes, like for 100 meters. So I was going for competitions every weekend. So I didn't have a normal life. I would say I developed the consistency and discipline back in the day that it helped me now. And I try to actually help my clients with those things. But yeah, back in the day, this started from like 7 years old girl who wanted to just help people and I didn't know how. And then I found my way through weightlifting. And also I started study sport as well. So that was a journey. I also trained basketball for a little bit time and lots of different sports, and it brought me to weightlifting and I fell in love in so much and I made my own progress and this is incredible. Who I am now.
It's incredible. I feel like it's rare to find a trainer who's known that that's what they want to do since such a young age.
Yeah,
but it was just like it was your calling. It was just like what you were meant to do all along.
Yeah,
incredible. And for the listener who doesn't know, you didn't grow up in America, but I mean, we can tell from the accent because it's so beautiful.
Of course.
But where did you grow up?
So I grew up in Poland, in a small town in the mountains.
What was it called?
So in Bukowiec. Exactly, Bukowiec, really small town, no one knows about it, but it's in the mountainside. So we were always going to the mountains for trips, and maybe that's why I'm so adventurous that I got to America at first place too. And I did so many adventures here and traveling, and it was so wonderful.
That's incredible. Yeah. I grew up partially in Poland too, from when I was I 7 to 10, like ish, those years, 2.5 years ish, in
Wrocław.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, this is a funny accent right now.
I did not say that right.
It's actually not an easy city to pronounce.
It is so hard. I've never been able to pronounce it.
Or like Gdańsk.
Yeah.
Or like
Katowice.
Yeah,
it's hard. And I learned Polish in school. My youngest brother, because he was so young, he couldn't go to the international school that we went to, so he had to go to a Polish kindergarten. Okay. So he could speak fluent Polish. No. And he can't anymore.
We could have a podcast in Polish.
Yeah. And
Oh
I think
my
also because
God.
he was so young, he just absorbed it so much easier than us. Because we also had Danish
Definitely.
and English because we went to an English school. So it was like, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so
But
good.
amazing. I love that you grew up in a mountainside so that you became adventurous. But it still takes a lot for someone who grows up in a little town like that to decide to move to the States.
Yes, that's so
What
true.
what made you do that?
This is a good question. So I was studying sport, like I said. So I was studying, sorry, my husband.
Oh,
Oh.
you guys are so sweet together. Okay, we have to get into how you guys met. But first,
Okay.
let's finish the story of
Yeah.
what made you move to America.
Okay, what made me move me to America? Okay, so I was studying sport at Academy of Physical Education, and I was in a class. I think it was a handball, and I was scrolling on my phone, and I saw my friend that I don't know this girl like in real life, only through social media, that she's in New York. And I was like, oh nice, New York, nice. And then I saw it again in like 2 weeks on another time that she's on another trip in New York. This was like a little bit weird, like girl from like a small town is in New York that long. What is she doing? So I asked her, hi Natalia, what are you doing in this big world? And then she said, I moved to United States for a year. And it was just like such a shock. Like, how? Why? I had so many questions. Like,
Yeah.
tell me, how did you do it in this moment? I never was thinking to live in America. I never had any ideas. And then in a moment, I had this feeling, oh my God, I wanted to. And then from this
I
moment,
have a little shivers.
yes, she sent me the link like for the program that she's at, because it was a culture exchange program. And she sent me the link, and I registered while I was sitting before the class the same moment, because I had this feeling. And I am not rational at all in my life. Like, look in my life overall, like I don't do anything rational. Decisions I never make. And then in this case, it was just a second. I said, I wanted to. And then everything started. So the lady called me, and then she was like, okay, let's check your English. And my English was terrible. And I was so scared to even respond something, like whatever. I felt so weird and uncomfortable that I was even looking if someone is next to me so they don't hear me.
Wow.
And then that's how it started. And then I really told my mom, I am going to America for the program, and I'm going to learn English there, travel, and it's a year program. And then I was studying in Poland whatever I want to do in the future. So this was very tricky. So I had to take a break from the school for a year. And of course, I took this responsibility. I'm taking the year off. And then my journey happened. And of course, my mom, she said, absolutely, you are not going anywhere. Absolutely not.
Yeah.
They're going to take you and,
Yeah.
just kidnap you. This is what is going to happen. But then she realized, oh, I'm talking with the families, because I started to live with the American family here. And then she noticed that this program is more than kidnapping people.
And so she started supporting.
Yeah, she started to support me, and she was more interested, and that's how I came to California. And I was
you
lucky,
ended up
actually.
staying and never going back to your
Yes.
studies.
And then no, actually no, I came back.
You came back.
You don't know the story.
No.
Yeah, I came back to Poland because I wanted to finish my school. So I did everything to my goal. I had an amazing year in America. Amazing. I traveled all over, learn English. But I will tell you this, even that, I came back home after being here for a year. I didn't know English that well like I speak now. I mean, I have so much to improve. I make so many mistakes.
I do too.
But I didn't know any English when I came to America.
I think you're crushing it.
But
Yeah.
But that's the story.
That's amazing.
Oh, my husband is the sweetest. Like, he's like sending me like the sweetest messages. You are more important than you will ever know. He's like so cute.
Oh my God.
That's when you know that he's the one.
Yeah.
When he's like
So-
always taking care
So
of
tell
you.
me, we want to know your story. What happened?
Okay, how we met?
Yeah.
Okay. That's the cutest thing. Now when you think about, like, I'm with him 3 years, something like this, like around 3 years now. And we already got married and we engaged really quick. We met at Gold's Gym Venice,
What?
which is
Wow, you're giving
my
me
home.
hopes. You're giving me hopes.
So I didn't have any hopes back in the day.
Yeah.
Any hopes looking at those people and knowing like they are like me, they're like you. Everyone wants to succeed in fitness, everyone have the same goals, like they really care about what they eat, how they train. They want to get better every day, which is good. This is fantastic. But
I just quickly want to share goals. When we say goals, that is Gold Gym in Venice Beach, which is where Paulina and I also now have been working out the same place for the past, since February.
Yes, February.
And we've been chatting, yeah.
Yes. So it's an amazing place, Gold's Gym Venice.
It is my second home. You see me there.
Yeah, I know.
For hours.
And I did the same thing when I started to train at Gold's Gym. And this was, I would tell you, like 6 years ago. 6 years ago. Something like this, 6, 7 now. Oh my gosh, time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. So a long time now. I was exactly like you. I even told you, like, I was the same.
Yeah,
I was spending there like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was coming to Gold's at like 9 a.m. on Saturday, and then I was leaving at 4 p.m. And it was like, where does time go? Where?
It's just so fun there.
Yes.
And
you play around. It's like a playground.
It's a playground and everyone's so cool. It's like such a community. And also I'm the weirdo that you've probably seen me. I bring my laptop there so that I can actually like do cardio and work at the same time.
That's crazy.
And it gets me in such good flow. Like I get so much crosses off my to-do list when I'm on there. Yeah, it's a great place.
Yeah, you really start with like warm up for 1 hour, then you do your training for let's say 2 hours, and then someone else come say hi and then ask you, oh, do you want to do another training with me? And then you jump into it, and then because someone just wants to show you, teach you, and
then they want to film something over there.
Yes,
and
it's
and
just
people
a
are
whole
chatters
community,
too.
and they help you so much, and it's just people with the same passion. That's why we get along, right?
Yeah.
And so, which is very nice. And so, yes, I know what you mean when you're like spending all day there. And me too, but now I work there, so I have so many clients, and I do my workout. So this switched up a little bit from
you
me
now
being
need to
there.
Close a little bit more.
Yes, workout for so many hours I spend there giving to my clients now, which is also amazing because I love to help, and yes, so it's my passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys met at Gold's. You just started chatting, like kind of how you start chatting with everyone, and then he asked you out one day, or?
Yes, we met at a leg curl machine. Exactly.
The leg curl machine.
This is the one.
That's the one. I'll be standing by the leg curl machine, people.
Maybe he's the one. So yeah, it was just really like we didn't plan it anything, right? Because I didn't believe that I can actually meet someone different. Because I was looking for someone, not looking even, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I expected my boyfriend to be outside of Gold's Gym, someone who's maybe not working out all the time and spending what we do.
Yeah.
So this was very surprising that I met Brad there, and we right away clicked. He invited me to go to the cinema, and then we went, which is like not normal. Normally you wouldn't go on a date to the cinema for a movie.
Yeah, not for the first date, definitely.
Yeah, but that's why it was so casual.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking, oh, it's just a movie.
Like you don't need there's no pressure in like eating dinner and conversation.
And and you know this kind of feeling like eating dinner and talk about what?
Yeah.
Like sometimes people are stressed, and I understand that.
Yeah.
Like we are all stressed on a first date, with the right person usually, with the person that we care about.
Yeah. If we don't care,
we just whatever. So so we met at the cinema, and Brett picked me up, so we had a conversation. It was, of course, LA traffic, so we had enough time to chat about, and we right away clicked because we had this deep conversation instead of what I can compare what I had with different people.
Yeah.
So we had right away like this connection, and we had the same values and purpose.
And he's from
Right
Europe as
away.
well.
He's from Europe. He is British, so we had lots of common, and it was really nice. It was more like refreshing. I mean, we
amazing.
finished the movie and then we met another time, and it was better and better.
That's so amazing.
And it's until now.
Yeah.
And we engaged. Brett proposed me after 6 months.
He just knew, and you knew.
We both knew. We both knew from the first moment. It was just so different, so refreshing, and you feel it. You meet this right person, and you feel it, and you want to continue. And like it's day by day, and sometimes I think about him, and I'm feeling, wow, oh my God, I love him so much, more than yesterday. Which is like that it's right, because so many people, they can only complain about their husbands, right? There's so much negativity around that, which is if you meet the really right person, you know that you are perfect for each other, and you are a team. Yeah.
I love that.
And we got married, so now you know.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Yes.
Wow, I'm happy you found that.
You are next, girl.
Let's hope.
Well, in the right time. In the right time with the right. Sure. There is no time. Like you don't need to like stress. No one. Need to stress about anything like love. It's going to come in the perfect time, and when you're not even ready, you don't expect, it's going to just like make the charm, and it's going to happen.
Yeah. And I think if you're happy by yourself and you don't mind, like if you love your life by yourself, then it's like you'll be happy here and you'll be happy there.
So true. And it's sometimes it's hard because I was such an individual person. Mm-hmm. I was always like in my space. I liked my way of doing things. I like to wake up in the morning and just be on my own and make my own food only for me. And it's so different when I was always struggling with this thought, how it's going to be with someone else. And it's so good. But it really takes, you have to have a right person.
Yeah, it has to be a good match. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Someone you can just relax with and feel like you can be yourself, right? Because
100%.
There's no limits to, nothing will limit you. It'll just be beautiful. It's beautiful. I just quickly want to mention our outfits.
Okay.
Because we are Gymshark sisters. Every day when I see you at the gym, I'm like, damn, girl, your outfit looks fire on you.
Because all the outfits are actually really nice.
They're so comfortable and look so good. They're flattering.
So you know what? It's actually so funny. I started to wear Gymshark long time ago when I was in Poland. I was watching, girls from Gymshark back in the day when there was only 5 girls and they were just lifting and inspire people, and there was not so many influencers back in the day. There was not so many people online, and those few girls really inspired me to do what I do now too. And I was like, wow, the Gymshark, I have to order a new set, and it was like a everyday thing for me.
Wow.
So I was wearing Gymshark. I think I started like maybe 8 years ago, 9. So it's been a long journey.
We started working with them at the same time, right?
Yes, that's another story.
And then both of us we first worked with them for 3 months, and then at the same time we got our contract extended, which is fun.
It's just so nice. Yeah. I know. Yeah. I love this brand.
I love it too. I hope we get to continue to get to work with them.
Yes, of course. It's so I just love their vision.
Me too.
It's like strong woman.
Yeah.
Powerful, who works out hard.
Yeah.
Not just,
It's, we look good in it. Like, people look good in it, but we work hard.
It's strong. Exactly. Yeah. It gives you this motivation almost to work
when
out.
You put it on, it's like, let's freaking go.
When you get a new workout set, you're like, I can't wait to do my leg day.
Same.
Yes, it's
amazing.
The same thing when you like do your makeup and set yourself up in the morning to do things, that's way better. Those are little steps that it helps you to get better at another thing that you want to achieve. Like, for example, like during the workout, you can get motivated and then have a better leg day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, talking about leg day,
Okay.
what do you think is something maybe your clients struggle with, or that the viewer could be struggling with, or just a good tip for them if they want, let's say, strong but leaner legs and a good behind booty?
Okay. I think what they struggle about, and this is stereotype, right? The heavier weight.
Yes.
They are scared of picking the heavier weight. And if
Yes.
when they're starting working with me, they realize, oh my God, I could actually do that.
Yes.
And this makes them so motivated to do even more.
Yes.
So this is great.
Yes. I could not agree more. Great point.
So definitely that. And then they learn that, for example, the drop set works great. That they still, even if it's hard, they can do few reps with heavier weights and then drop the weights and then hit even more reps with the lighter weights. So
To
and
really use their full
full potential,
full
whatever they
potential.
have.
All the energy they got inside of them.
And also that, you know, it's a 1 hour of workout. They can either sit and waste this time, or they can work hard and then leave the gym happier that they did, more motivated. And, you know, with that time, let's say with 3 months, they already see a progress, and this motivates them even more to achieve more goals.
Yeah.
And you know that it's not easy to build glutes. It's not easy to build the body. It takes time. So they also, with time, they see the progress, so they know how much it takes. So this motivates them to even push more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the beautiful thing about weight training. It's like you feel the changes so quickly that it's like that leads to more motivation to want to continue to reach that next goal and the next goal.
Yes, and let's don't forget also it's followed with the right diet.
Yes.
So I see this very often. The right coach will also guide you a little bit through it, even if the coach is doing only the workouts. But there is a part, you can't be only the workouts. You have to do everything around. You have to learn everything around. It's not just the gym aspect. It's also what you eat, how much you sleep. I always ask my clients, oh, did you sleep good? Right? Because that's also a big part of this.
Massive.
How much water do you drink? Okay, what did you eat yesterday? Send me pictures. I want to see the pictures, what you eat. Because we can also correct some things, like the little steps that they can make them better. Yeah.
When it comes to nutrition, when they send you a photo, is there something that you see that is like a slight tweak that people maybe don't think about, but it actually makes a big difference?
Yes, usually, to be honest, usually it's all about the protein. They eat not enough protein. I see a little piece of protein, just 1 egg.
Yeah.
What is 1 egg for the tall girl?
Yeah.
You know, what is 1 egg? It's like nothing.
It's nothing.
You need like 5.
Yeah.
To have enough. And then of course,
or
first
turkey.
Eat your protein,
like,
turkey. First eat your protein, then eat your a little carbs for energy if you have a workout.
Yeah.
Or don't fill your body by carbs in the end of the day, because the energy is not going to be used. So I try to just teach them a little things, gives them tips, so they are also not overwhelmed at the beginning. Because then with time I see, okay, they're pushing for more, they're getting better, and they ask me questions. So that's why I know, okay, now it's time. I will tell you everything and more, and we're going to talk about like more deeper in the food.
I love that. Those little things, like you don't need like an overload of carbs at night, and like having more protein. Anything else that comes to you?
Like simple things, you know, those simple things. See, everyone is different.
Yeah.
So everyone struggles with something different.
Yeah.
People don't eat enough. Oh, this is a good one. People are busy.
Yeah.
So they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I didn't eat anything. My stomach hurts now because I didn't eat anything. So why you didn't eat? Oh, because I came here from work. Okay, so you didn't have food at work. Why? Because she didn't prepare, let's say. So this is the struggle. Like, people need to learn how to meal prep, then it's not really something hard. It's simple.
Yeah. So meal prepping is something that you really highly. I feel like a lot of people who start doing that, they're like, okay, yeah, now life gets easier. Like now I'm actually reaching my goals because I've prepared it.
And you know how it is. I feel like girls also change so much. We are not in the kitchen 24 hours like it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm not talking for everyone. I can tell on my way. I don't like to cook. So I just make a simple meals. I put it at the Tupperware. I have it for the whole week, or maybe not even for the whole week, but like for 4 days. And this gives me this space to do different things and to bring it. I always like take it from my fridge, bring it to work. Whenever I have a little 10 minutes, I take a bite.
Yeah.
And I feel so much better. I get the protein and whatever I need, and I don't need to spend so much time in the kitchen.
I love that. I'm also very much on like, I have my staple meals that I just keep doing. So I know my macros-ish, and I know like it's easy. Yeah. Like no stressing about food and what should I cook today, but it's just like, yes. And I think everyone who is struggling with this could take that away. Your hack of like, cook a lot of turkey in the beginning of the week, and then just like have it in little containers and grab it with you. What an easy hack.
Yes. And if someone doesn't like it, it's okay. If you don't like specific, just choose your
something
protein.
Else. Yeah. Like you said, tuna. It could be eggs and egg whites. It could be whatever.
Yeah, I eat like tuna from the can sometimes. Yeah. I know, it's like so crazy.
Oh, but that's the kind of thing I'll do as well.
Yes. You see, that's why you look good, you know? Because it's so simple. But it makes fuel.
And it makes you feel so good. If I don't get my little snacks of protein, I feel it. Yeah.
Me too.
And right now I'm on a bikini fitness prep.
Yes, like you are. I see it all the time.
And it's like the amount of calories I can eat, it's actually still a lot for most people, but because I move so much, like I need more.
Yes.
But like
6 hours at Gold Gym Venice.
Maybe not 6. Maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe sometime.
I know, I can get 6 clients and you're still there.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. But yeah, getting in like every couple of hours, that helps me feel like I'm not hungry, even though I'm on a bikini prep, which I think is something a lot of people who are also on these fitness journeys, they struggle with it because they think they have to be hungry. But if they do those little things, then it just doesn't feel that way.
It doesn't. They're never hungry. Yeah. I get so many comments. This is another thing to talk about, the comments. Oh, you are so hungry, for sure. Tell me that you're not hungry. Yeah. Those comments. I'm like, I am not hungry. Look at my food. I'm actually eating so many meals. Like,
you probably eat more than most. Yeah. That's what people get surprised with me by too, is that how much I actually eat.
Yeah. So I eat literally 5 meals.
Yeah, 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
I eat 5 or 6 or 7. Like, but I eat them smaller, right? Like it's like
it all depends. It all really depends, you know. But yeah. That's how it is.
And like, if you're saying that with the body you have, it's possible for everybody. It's about what you eat, how you train, and how you plan.
It's actually so simple, and more simple than people think, but they have to get first on the right path.
Yeah, which is what you help so many people do.
And yeah, exactly. And you know, some people want, some people not, and then some people come back and they have a big transformation because it sometimes takes the right moment when they really know, okay, it's my time now. Yeah. And I will put everything in that.
It really takes that moment. Mm-hmm. For me, it was like that too when I was like not in the best shape. And then it was like that moment where I decided. And it's like, when you make that decision, there's no coming back. Yeah. It was the same now that I decided to do this bikini fitness competition. I'd been like thinking about maybe I should do it like for a while.
Why did you want to do it? What was your...
Because I train for my lifestyle. I'm not really excited about like winning trophies. Like I don't really care about that. The same thing. I'm not like competitive in that way. Also because, you know, I don't know. I grew up dancing and like that wasn't something that excited me. So I needed to find another why.
Okay.
And for me, it's like I want to experience the journey. And so again, when I made that decision, okay, I'm doing this. that was like such a clear commitment. So now I've been staying so on track. It's been easy because when you make that commitment, you're so determined to make it work that you're no longer thinking about the excuses, but the solutions.
Yeah.
Right?
100%. But it's very similar to me because I was training track so many years. And I was, I had this, my week was really tough because I was going to school, then I was going to the track to train a lot for like 2 hours every day. I would say every day from Monday to Friday. Then weekend there was competition, so we had to travel. So I didn't have a normal life, which was nice to train, but not necessarily live on the weekends. And it was kind of so much,
Yeah.
And so I lost this, I would say, young age, few years of like a normal life that normally like my friends will have. And then this developed kind of like, I wouldn't say necessary trauma, but this kind of feeling, I don't need to prove anyone anything. And I am my own, superhero. And that's how I want to, I want to get better for myself, but I don't want to get points for that because it would stress me. Every time when I think about, and this would happen when I was competing every day, every weekend before the competition, I would feel something here in my heart, like almost like I was stressed before the competition, and this developed this kind of feeling, the stress before the competition. And also my coaches, they didn't really teach me the psychology of sport. Like, why are you doing this? Like, why I'm putting so much work in that if I don't see bigger picture? No one taught me that part, So I think at this point right now, I don't feel like you. I don't feel like to prove anyone anything. Like, for what? I do it my own way and I love it. And I have my own progress. And it's simple. And I kind of, you want to look good all year around. You don't want to do this kind of phases of, which you see this in bodybuilding. You have girls who get to shape, and then for the competition, they get to shape for competition, and then right away they eat, and then they lose it up. And it's not just that they look normal, but they really gain a lot of weight. Then they have another competition, and then they do the same thing, which is this become also unhealthy because they can't stay. I'm talking here about the big weight drop, and you know what I mean? The changes between, because there are I know few really good competitors that they can keep being lean, like a healthy lean, right? Because we are talking about healthy lean all year round as well, which you're always.
That's what I feel like I've been.
Yes.
Which is now I'm just getting
good.
Extra lean a little bit,
and that's great.
But
that's great.
I'm thinking I'll just go back to what I want. Like I'm.
Yes, and then you're good because you're still lean. And then some people, they just do the opposite. They just getting fat, then they come back again to shape, and this imbalance is not good for your hormones too. It's not good. I'm so glad you're doing the competition. It's so fun to watch people to do it. When is your time? When is your date?
The 4th of July, and I'm really excited too.
4th of July?
I'm really excited. God. Like, I'm loving the journey. I'm really, really
Where is it?
It's in Venice.
It's in Venice. Oh
Muscle
my gosh.
Beach. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's every year there is the whole thing.
I think they have a couple. Yeah, I love the prep too. I'm just loving it.
You're going to get addicted. And then you're going to keep going.
I've actually thought a couple of times like that I might get addicted.
It's crazy.
Because it's fun.
The only time I was never thinking about any competition, but I was thinking this. I don't know. Let's say I'm going to get pregnant one day. Oh, this is a good point. Maybe one day when I get pregnant and after that, I need extra motivation.
That is so good.
Yeah, so this was my first thought. Oh my God, maybe I will need that.
You would crush. You would oh my God, you're a 10 out of 10.
Listen, but I don't know. I'm scared.
I felt a little scared too. It's because you don't know, right? Like you don't know
I don't know. We don't know
don't
what is
know.
going to happen with
You
our
have no
bodies
clue. You have
after.
no clue. Yeah. But
And
I love that. That's a great idea. To like get
well,
back
I don't
into-
know yet. You're right. You
Yeah.
never know what
But-
you will feel.
But talking about babies, are you thinking about wanting to
Yes.
get babies at some point?
Yes, I want to get babies, more than one, but I still need some time. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like because of we know each other like 3 years, we still need to travel more.
Yeah, you want to experience some things before.
Yes, exactly. So
how old are you? I think we're
30?
Yeah, I thought we were
Like
the same-
everyone knows now, I'm 30.
I thought we were the same age. I'm turning 30 in a month and a half.
Yes.
So,
No, nice. So we are
Yeah.
like similar.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, that's exciting.
Yeah, so I definitely plan it.
Yeah.
It's just I need a little time.
A little more time. And talking about traveling, I wanted to ask you what your goals are.
I would like to go for the next 2 years, let's say. I would like to go to Bali, Maldives. I want to go to Dubai. I've been in Italy, but I really want to go to Positano and maybe Greece, Milos. This is actually my new. I just found out, maybe because I've been in Greece, in Santorini already,
Yeah.
but maybe in Milos this time.
Yeah.
So this is for the next. It's very hard to take a break from my work.
Because you train with people in person.
Yeah, so everyone who would like to get this kind of job, like personal trainer, they have to know that it's really hard because you want to, I mean, if you are someone who really want to help and you want to be there for your clients, you have to know that, people train, let's say, few times a week. And if you have many clients, you don't have time. So you don't want to take away their time. And those trips are usually 2 weeks trips.
Yeah.
So it's a long time to leave everyone.
Yeah.
Of course, like you can give them plans, you can give them different things so they can do it on their own. But it's challenging actually to just leave. And usually my trips are quick trips.
But I just want to encourage you to do it because I think there can also be power in leaving them for 2 weeks, they have their own plan, because when you come back, they're going to realize just how appreciative of you they are. How much they need you to
this
help
is
them.
what happens. I leave for like 3-4 days and then I ask, how was your workout? And they said, oh, you weren't here, I didn't do it. Or second, oh, I did it, but just cardio. I'm like,
yeah.
Or I did my workout, but it wasn't the same.
Isn't it interesting how we need someone else to...
Extra push.
Yeah.
It's the extra push.
As someone
so
who's as disciplined as me, and probably as well, I've also noticed that I'll go regardless. Absolutely. But there is something about having someone else next to me. There is some extra I can get myself there as well, but it's just it just gives you something.
Yeah, it gives you this feeling, the motivation to.
Yeah.
People very often say, oh, the motivation doesn't help, but it actually does. I feel like it does. I think all of them together.
Yeah.
They do a lot for you because it pushes you, it motivates you, you can do one more. You want to push it because of the motivation too.
Yeah.
And then someone, of course, like motivates you, clap on you, right? They want you to succeed. One more rep. Sometimes it's exactly the rep which you need the most. And it pushes you to progress. So it's really powerful.
It is.
To train with coach or friend or someone.
Maybe someone needed to hear that today to be reminded if they've lost the excitement about it. Grab a coach or a friend or someone that you can bring along.
Yes, exactly.
It's really useful.
And of course, like people can do like, let's say, 3 workouts with coach or 1 workout with coach, then something on their own. It's their own choice, but it definitely helps.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see more results because the tips you give your trainees, like, they're going to explode so much more than 10x their progress.
100%.
Themselves. Yeah.
Yes.
Talking about that, 10xing your progress, I want to know, and I'm sure the audience does too.
Yes.
How does someone get abs like you?
Okay. So first of all, I want to say that I didn't have abs before.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't.
So when you were running track, you didn't have abs?
I didn't have abs. I would say I was lean, but Those
your abs like
I
pop
was
out.
still
Like,
young.
it's next level abs.
That is the 17, when you're 16, 17 years old, your hormones change too, and then your hips are a little bigger, so we also have to do some changes. So I didn't have abs. I had only maybe the oblique lines, but you couldn't see the six pack. Absolutely
Compared
not.
to what you have now, that's like,
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And during actually, when I started to train at Gold's Gym Venice, I started to be so motivated, so inspired by people, and I decided to this is my time. This is my time, and I push myself to the limits. I developed this, this superpower of okay, 3 more reps, 3 more reps, 3 more reps, more weight. And this is how, and of course, I did it by doing abs, not by just doing full body. Because sometimes people think that only if you do upper body or lower body, this will give you abs. Yes, your abs are going to be they're going to work, but they are not going to be that deep. You have to train them. You have to do a lot of different exercises. I would say one in plank, one something with crunch, let's say for upper abs, crunches, and then for lower abs, maybe leg lifts or some hanging exercises.
Love that.
Leg lifts, hanging leg lifts.
Yeah.
So those exercises are great for abs, and you have to do them to achieve the abs because if you want to develop muscles. Even if you are going to do cardio, lots of cardio, yes, you're going to be leaner here because that's what people think sometimes. I will get leaner and I'm going to have abs. When you don't train abs, you're not going to have abs. And that's simple things. It's like when you are doing your legs, you're training your legs with a weight to have muscles. And then when you add cardio, that's when the muscle are starting to pop. Mm-hmm. The same thing with abs. And of course, the right nutrition. So I was eating actually, even if I wasn't eating, I would say perfect, but I ate a little less. So to compare myself when I was getting the progress and now, I didn't eat that many grams of protein, I would say, but I ate enough to get the muscles. And also I did enough cardio to get leaner, to lower my body fat percentage, so they are visible after doing the reps. And everyone was laughing, oh, how many reps did you do for abs, because you're sitting on this machine for so long. And I was like, 100 each set.
I do that sometimes too.
It's like 100 reps each. And how many exercise? 3 minimum, but that's I would say, so 30 minutes. It usually is 30 minutes every day.
Wow. Okay. Respect. I hope everyone heard that loud and clear, because people who see someone like you, they're like, oh, it must be genetics. It's probably because of blah, blah, blah. When they then hear you say that this is not your workout, like you have your workout and then you do 30 minutes abs on top of that.
Yeah.
That's how you get exceptional results, like you gained.
Yes, and there are 2 ways actually to do it. You can either, let's say you are doing leg day, right? The girls always love leg day. So do 2 exercises for legs back to back, then add abs in a plank. And you can always connect them the way that you can add maybe the one leg lift in the plank or something that is engage maybe your booty or something. So add to the leg workout, but you're still hitting also abs. So sometimes people think that it's very boring to do just abs. They don't like it. But if they add the one extra exercise in a set, in a circuit, sometimes it works for them better. So,
I do that.
Yeah.
I'll do pull-ups and then I'll do hanging leg raises, for example. Yeah.
So sometimes this helps, but sometimes just people, okay, I would just finish cardio and I do abs.
Yeah.
Or I have clients that they like to do, let's say on Saturday, they come to the gym only to do abs and cardio. So they're kind of like an off day from me. They do this because it's easier for them.
Yeah. Oh, love that.
But you
That
want to
was
do them,
amazing.
definitely. You want to train
Yeah.
abs hard and eat healthy
I
and
freaking
just
love that.
enough.
I love that. Such good advice. Oh my gosh. This has been such a good conversation. And we're not done yet because I do want to ask you a final question, but I'm sure most people follow you already. But if they don't, where can they find you?
They can find me on Instagram, Piotrowska Paulina, which is my last name and my name. On Instagram, you probably will link it, so
Yeah,
it's going to
I'll
be
link it.
easier for people to
Yeah.
Piotr. It's so hard.
It is, but it's a beautiful last name.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so Piotrowska Paulina on Instagram. That's my main account. And I started to do YouTube. But it's Six Pack Paulina, and it's very new. So, yeah, you can find me there.
Follow along. And you know what I realized when we started messaging after seeing each other's goals? I think 3 years ago, I sent you a message because I wanted to do a YouTube video together with you.
Oh.
I saw it because we've been chatting now on Instagram also to set this up and just whatever. And I saw my old message because we wanted to do something together. I think it was during COVID or before.
You lived here or you lived in...
I lived in LA, somewhere in LA. Yeah.
Okay.
But I'd seen you and I was like, I feel like we would get along.
Yes, of course.
Because we had a similar vibe.
And we are Europeans.
Yeah. But now I
know that you grew up in Poland and all the stories.
It's so random. Incredible, though.
But YouTube, it's nice. It's a very nice platform. I actually love also watch other people's YouTube, and I decided to do it because I wanted to have this more like a chatty girls kind of vibe there instead of being just a workout. Yeah. So this is something different.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes here and there I give the tips or I do the workout, but I also want to show, let's say, my traveling a little bit more than, on Instagram is a little different. Then you put different content there, a little different and longer. You can talk to people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so that's what's too about good YouTube. About YouTube.
It's more like chill, regular life, different things.
Yes, exactly. The little things that you can share with your audience instead of just different content.
Quick little... whatever Instagram has to offer. There's benefits from both, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. My podcast is called Challenge Your Norm because I believe that to gain anything great in life, we need to challenge our norm in order to get there. If you were to challenge the audience, anyone listening, in some way for them to challenge their norm to create a better life or, better physique, whatever comes to you, first, what would that be?
To your abs. No, just
yes!
I think...
that's so good.
To your abs, of course I had to say that. But overall, I think do the little steps and think about, for example, let's say if you are going to go for a walk today, this is going to make you getting closer to your goal instead of doing step back by not doing the walk. So something like this, I think this is better than just doing actually your abs, because the little things give you the bigger picture in the future is not a short run, is a longer run, which is you want to have the progress for longer and stay there because the lifestyle is the most important.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I really agree with that so
much.
But
do your abs too.
But that's also a little habit, right? That's also
yes, it's yes, but I think the habits, changing the habits, changing a little bit of how we eat, instead of eating something sweets from the store, just maybe make yogurt with...
Make your turkey. Make your tuna.
Make your turkey. Do your abs, the little steps and little progress will get you closer.
I love that.
Even if it's longer.
I love that. And I also loved chatting with you today. This was so fun. Thank you so much for coming on.
Okay, it's so nice to chat with you.
Thank you. Everyone go check her out and get her ab workouts and all of her beautiful wisdom and your YouTube videos. I'm excited to watch those as well.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I will see you at Goals today for sure for another 4 hours.
Yeah.